Time now to shift our focus to the Olympic Games currently underway in the French capital of Paris. We're joined now by sports journalist Karien Jonckheere from the La Défense Arena in Paris, where tonight's Olympic Games swimming semi-finals will take place. We've got 3 South Africans that will be in action. And before we get to this evening's action, let's speak about this afternoon's triathlon. We thought that we weren't actually going to even have a triathlon, but then we got a double header with the men's and women's race taking place.
Yes, that's right, Valen. I think the Paris organisers are breathing a massive sigh of relief after a few days, well, after the men's event was postponed until today because the water quality wasn't good enough. But both races took place this morning. The women first up at 8 o'clock and then the men at 10:45. And chatting to our athletes afterwards, asking them about the water, there were some mixed responses. Vicky van der Merwe, who finished 46th in the women's race, said that she swam in worse water than that before. Henry Schoeman, who was 20th in the men's race, said he was just keeping his mouth closed for as long as possible so that he didn't drink any of it. And Jamie Riddle is hoping for the best because he said he drank gallons of it. So let's hope they're still healthy tomorrow.
Do you think there was some disappointment within the triathlon team, with the highest finisher being Henry Schoeman, a former bronze medalist in the event, ending in 20th spot?
Yes, I suspect he was hoping for more. He obviously won the bronze in Rio 8 years ago, but it's been such a battle over the last 3 years. He of course broke his ankle in Tokyo during the triathlon there, and it's been a huge battle to get back from that injury and then an injury on top of that. So he was quite philosophical about it all. I mean, he said he would have obviously loved better, but by the time he got to the run, he said his legs just weren't there. And so at one point, he just decided he's going to soak it all in and enjoy it and just make sure he got to that finish line. Same for Jamie Riddle. He called it the best day of his life, competing at his first Olympics. He also hoped for better, but he was just happy to have been there. And Vicky van der Merwe as well, 46, she wasn't happy with that either. She trains for half the year with Flora Duffy, who won the gold medal in Tokyo. And she said based on her training, she was hoping for much better than that, but it just wasn't to be today.
It also wasn't to be for 2 rows, the men's pairs that we had high hopes for, John Smith and Chris Baxter, ending 4th in their semi-final, not making it through to the A final.
Yes, that's right. John Smith has talked a lot about redemption after the Tokyo Olympics. He's obviously a gold medalist from London, but then finished 4th in Rio and was devastated by that, and then had a terrible time in Tokyo. So he was all about redemption and coming back to get that one last shot at gold. But unfortunately, they fell short in that semi-final. So they'll be fighting now for 7th to 12th place, which was not the target.
Let's speak a little bit about somebody who we do have our medal hopes on, and that is Tatiana Smith. We're already saying that she's going to be defending her title, but of course she does have the semi-final to get through. But I suppose one that's really aiming to get through to the final is her training mate and compatriot, Kayleen Corbett.
Yes, for sure. Kayleen, of course, finished in 5th place in Tokyo. Obviously, quite often she gets forgotten about because Tatiana won that race in a world record time, but finishing 5th in that final was massive, and having 2 South Africans in that final was huge. So they'll be hoping to do the same tonight and both book a place in the final tomorrow.
Talking about ending 5th, we had Peter Kutzer, 5th in the men's 100-meter backstroke. He's now going up in the 200-meter backstroke semi-finals. What can we expect from him?
Yes, this is arguably his better event. It's the one he claimed a bronze medal in at the World Championships earlier this year. He was the only South African to bring back a medal from those championships. Tatiana obviously wasn't competing there. But he was very disappointed to miss out on a medal the other night, even though he swam a PB, got an African record. He'll really be eager to chase that medal in the 200, and I think we can look forward to some good things from him tonight.
Do you think that it's the occasion, everybody speaks about your first Olympic Games being somewhat of an experience, one where you actually pay a little bit of school fees before you're actually able to medal, but it seems as if Peter's not overawed at all by the occasion.
Well, he was actually in Tokyo 3 years ago. He qualified as a 16-year-old and he was 17 when he competed there. So thankfully, he's got that all out the way. He's also got a very level head on him. He's quite incredible for a 20-year-old. If you speak to him, you would never say he's 20. Just the way he speaks about learning to control the mind, and he meditates, and he's very mature, and he's handling it all incredibly well.
All right, Karien Jonckheere, thank you very much for chatting to us. Do enjoy the semi-finals this evening. It's all happening at the pool from 5 to 10 South African time with Peter Kutz's 200-meter backstroke semi-final.